A very happy Friday, everyone. Today is Friday, October 1, 2021. Let's continue our Mathematics Unit 10, all about mass. Today's lesson will be all about estimating mass in kilograms and keys.
Good morning, happy Friday everyone. The last day of the week and the first day of the new month. Today is Friday, October the 1st. So September is gone and a new month. Already the 10th month of the year, so only 2 more months and it's already Christmas time. So quick, it only feels like yesterday when it was Christmas, huh? Okay, we will start today with our mathematics, all about mass. And before we do that, we have to look at some vocabulary words that have to do with mass and weight and etc. So let's have a look at our vocabulary first and then we will start the lesson. Okay, when it comes to mass, we need to know the units that we weigh stuff in. So number one, gram, gram. Number two, kheed, you hear me? Kheed, keed. And number three, kilogram, kilogram. So gram, keed, kilogram. Okay, so a kilogram is 1000 grams. So a kilogram is 1000 grams. We can shorten grams for the letter G. I told you before. So 1 kilogram equals 1000 grams. How about a keed? A keed equals 100 grams. So a keed equals 100 grams. And then a gram, so 100 of these is the same as 1 keed. 1000 of these is the same as 1 kilogram. Okay, so the lesson today is about estimating how much something weighs. Now a good estimate, for example this jar, I don't know, maybe 200 grams. That's a good estimate. Let's look at the other vocabulary first and then you will better understand what estimate means. Okay, number 4 is estimate. I know we had this word before, but I will bring it back because we used it in length, estimate length. Now we will use it in estimate weight, so mass. So what is an estimate? An estimate is kind of a guess, but it's a guess that is, we say that, an educated guess. So an estimate is like a guess, but you know it's probably about true. So for example, look at me. If I tell you, estimate how much do I weigh? If you say 100 gram, that is not an estimate. That is just a guess. That is completely ridiculous. But if you estimate, about 90 kilo, yeah, that's a good estimate because that's about right. Yeah? So an estimate is a guess. But an estimate is a guess that's about right. Yeah? Come back to the jar. If you say, how much is this jar? 10 kilogram. That's not an estimate because you know it's not 10 kilogram. But if you say, about 200 gram, 300 gram, that's probably a good estimate. Okay, so an estimate is a guess, but an educated guess. Okay, so an estimate, there's also this word, actual, actual. So, I estimate that Teacher Michel is 90 kilos. How do I find out my actual weight? By going on the scale. Then I go on the scale, actual I am 91 kilo. And then you say, I confirm that I'm 91 kilo because I weighed myself. So the estimate is the guess. The actual you weigh, so you know the actual weight. And you confirm by saying, I have now the actual weight. So these words are connected: estimate, actual, and confirm. Now let's have a look at our lesson and how to use these words in our lesson. Okay, let's have a look at our math book, and we go to page 159. That's the page with the big B at the top. Estimating mass in kilograms and keys. So remember, a kilogram is 1000 gram, a key is 100 gram. Okay, let's have a closer look at page 159 and let's see if we can guess the weight of certain items.
Okay, so let's have a look. Estimating mass in kilograms and keys. Now look at the scale. The scale is in balance, you see? They both weigh the same thing. So the question is, can you estimate the mass of the pack of washing powder if the mass of the bottle of cooking oil is 2 kilograms and 5 keys? So the cooking oil weighs 2 kilograms and 5 keys. Now if you look at the scale, you can see that it's in perfect balance. So how much does the washing powder weigh? Right, the washing powder also weighs 2 kilo and 5 keys, or very close to that weight, because the scale is in balance. So we can say the pack of washing powder is as heavy as the bottle of cooking oil. So the mass of the pack of washing powder is about 2 kilograms and 5 keys. So like I said in the vocabulary, you want to know for sure what the actual weight is. So we estimate that the weight of washing powder is 2 kilograms and 5 keys, because we can guess that from the scale. But now we need to know for sure. How do you confirm the mass of the washing powder? Well, we can weigh it to confirm your estimate. So we put the bag of washing powder on the scale and look at the scale. The actual mass of the pack of washing powder is 2 kilograms and 5 keys. So our estimate was correct.
Okay, now please go to page 160. So turn the page and let's go to page 160. So you see that different objects. One is heavier than the other one is lighter than the other. So let's have a closer look at that one as well.
Okay, some more examples. Look at the scale. The first scale. One says stone mortar, and on the other side a dumbbell. Now the question is the mass of the dumbbell, if the mass of the dumbbell is 3 kilograms and 5 keys, can you estimate the mass of the stone mortar? Now have a close look at the scale. The scale is not in balance, and so this way we know that the stone mortar weighs more than the dumbbell. But does it weigh a lot more than the dumbbell? No, not really, because it's a little bit out of balance, but the stone mortar doesn't touch the floor. So our estimate, what would the estimate be? The stone mortar is heavier than the dumbbell. So the mass of the stone mortar is 3 kilograms, 5 keys, or 35 keys. So that means it is more than the dumbbell. Now, another example, a pottery jar. Look at the pottery jar. Now the stone mortar is on the other side. The pottery jar weighs 46 keys, so 4 kilos and 6 keys. And you see now the pottery jar is heavier than the stone mortar. So if we had to guess the weight of the stone mortar, what would you estimate? I would say maybe 4 kilo, because it's more than 3.5, but it's less than 4.6. So what do we know? We know the mass of the pottery jar is 46 kg, or 4 kilo and 6 kg. The stone mortar is lighter than the pottery jar. So the mass of the stone mortar is less than 46 kg, so less than 4 kilo and 6 kg. So if you put them in order, the pottery jar is the heaviest, and then the stone mortar, and then the dumbbell. Thus, or so, we can conclude that the mass of the stone mortar is between 35 kg and 46 kg. So I estimated that the mortar was about 40 kg. So let's see what the actual weight is. So we put the mortar on the scale and look at it. The actual mass of the stone mortar is 4 kilograms and 3 kg. So our estimate of 40 kg or 4 kilograms was actually quite good. So this is how you estimate weight.
Okay, we'll leave it at this today. Please read it through one more time so you kind of understand the relationship between kilograms and kgs and grams. Okay, I will see you in the afternoon for our last class this week, and that will be Step Up English. See you later.